We are the group Christopher. My name is Christopher McNeil.
I'm Christopher Surratt.
I'm Christopher Reed.
Basically, we're just here to talk a little bit about our ministry, what we feel God has commissioned us to do, and you know, how we may be just a little bit different than what you're used to. First of all, God has commissioned us and sanctioned us to do something in stages, I believe. We've been together like almost 13 years, but the purpose of the group didn't really start coming together till later on in those years. I would say probably like the 7th or 8th year we were together. And basically, we are to get a message out there that not many people talk about. You know, we talk about how good God is, and we talk about God bringing us out. We're talking about God delivering us, but we very seldom talk about the things that get a hold of us and create strongholds in our life, such as fornication, such as adultery, such as, you know, homosexual relationships, such as lesbian relationships or whatever. We don't talk about those kind of things openly. So what God did was he kind of tricked us into getting a message out there. He had to trust somebody that was going to be bold and not going to be stereotypical. What I mean by that is, you know, the stereotypical look, the stereotypical jargon that goes along with, you know, some circles in gospel music, and basically taking some cats that were, you know, of humble beginnings and making something big out of us. And that message hasn't always been welcomed, I would say, because it's hard to be honest. And one thing we deal with, especially lately, we've been dealing with a concept called present truth. And what it is, you know, we believe God's gonna bring us out, but what about our right now? What are you doing about right now? And so we have a song called I Don't Want to Be Alone Tonight, but I know it's not right for you to spend the night with me, with me.
Get in your spirit all night long. And when that dude try to step up to you ladies, you gonna tell him, I don't want to be alone, but I can't do it. Can't do it. Fellas, how many of y'all gonna keep that in your spirit? When he approaches you, you gonna say, I can't do it, baby. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Let's roll with the CD. Feel what you want now. Yeah. You know that I feel it too. I keep thinking that Jesus is watching us. Let me see that. Sees everything we do. That's right. Come on. He knows that I love you. He wants us to do this right. Check this out. So I gotta pray. Turn my right. But I don't wanna be alone tonight. But I know it ain't right for you to spend the night with me. With you. With me. I wanna sing it one more time. I don't wanna be alone tonight.
We deal with that reality. You know, I want to be with you, you know, sexually, whatever, but we know it ain't cool to do this. And then we also want to promote that it is still cool to be abstinent. It is still cool to be celibate.
I believe that if, you know, we come to your event, whatever it is, the young people, you know, not just young people, but young people oftentimes tend to connect with us because of how we look, how we present ourselves. And we consider that an honor because not everybody can connect with, you know, that demographic. Oftentimes it seems like they're most understood and they're thinking about things and dealing with things that they may feel like the parents don't understand, whereas they can see us as a role model, you know, as opposed, because I would love for them to look at us as opposed to looking to someone in maybe another genre that's doing some type of music that is not going to, you know, uplift Christ.
Yesterday we were in another state, and this little boy, he had to be no more than about 3 or 4. After we were done, he ran up to me and said, "You're the greatest singer ever." And I'm looking at this kid like, wow. This, I mean, he had to be, y'all, they saw him, he had to be at least, and then his sister ran around the corner and
she
said
was one.
the same
One or two.
thing. And so I know that connection is not anything that I can fabricate. It's not anything, I can't be anybody other than me, man. And then the other thing is that God does not anoint you in somebody else's shoes.
We're excited that God is working on us despite of us. He uses us despite of who we are. And when you see the raw energy of our show, it's just a manifestation of our excitement about what God is doing in our lives despite of the faults we have, despite the things we may do that are wrong. He still chooses to use us. And that's exciting to us. So that translates into a raw, uncut, high energy show.
Like you, nowhere. There's nobody like you. Can't find nobody like you, nowhere. There's nobody like you, nowhere. There's nobody like you. Can't find nobody like you, nowhere.
That y'all was looking for, huh?